Hello, my name is Kaylin Rahema. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. Let me tell you guys, I love the support that I've been getting. Love is an understatement. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about the romanticization of murder stories. If Netflix romanticizes murderers. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let me just put it out there. I'm not about to act like a Pharisee here because I love true crime stories. Listen, it's almost unhealthy. Honestly, it's almost unhealthy. It's like on the verge of psychopathic. But I just am so in love with like documentary series and how things work, what happened in the story, who's the detective, what did the detective find, and like can I do more to help? Because according to me and my beliefs of what I've seen in this show, I think I know what I'm supposed to do. I think I know the answer. Be it a true life story or a made up one, like kind of like a lot of Netflix series and shows that have been coming up are about like the POV of the person doing these evil things. Think about it. Like personally for me, I knew about the Jeffrey Dahmer stories because from a long time ago, and I knew what he did. What I didn't know was the POV, and just like any other content consumer out there, we did not know what Jeffrey Dahmer was thinking in his head. We kind of knew the story, but we had no idea what was going on in his head. And when this Jeffrey Dahmer thing came out, we even started seeing people like making him a thing, like romanticizing him basically. And the reason is because it was the first time people were actually able to see what was going on in his mind. This made me think about moral compasses, man. Like, it's so crazy how like the moment they say that true life stories, like how he grew up, leave alone Jeffrey Dahmer, he's just an example. Like there's so many other stories like that. Keep Sweet, well, Keep Sweet is not in his perspective, but like there's I Am a Killer. Can we talk about that series? Like they are murderers until they start saying the stories and you're like, oh my gosh, he shouldn't get a life sentence. Yet if this was done in a POV of just the misdeeds he did without background story, we would have been like, oh my gosh, he deserves a death sentence. It also made me think on how we're just one situation from being a bad person to another person's eyes. Think about it. If you grew up in the same situations as they did, chances of you doing the bad things that they were doing is super high. And that's why our empathy starts coming out rather. And I was just thinking about it, like leave alone murders, and this is extreme cases, but a lot of people we have bitterness with in our lives, if we were to look how they grew up and how they think or what the situations around them, we are just one literally situation away from being the people we are, the people they are, rather, your enemies, the bad people. Am I saying we should support evil people? No. Am I also saying that you should watch these Netflix shows? No. Don't do that. What I'm saying is that, first of all, there are two sides to a story. Just because you find the story on this side of the coin doesn't mean that that's the ultimate truth. Before you start judging people, before you start gossiping, before you start going around talking about how evil someone is, first find out how, the situations they're in, and know that you are not that far to becoming that person. It taught me how to give more grace to people around me. Many people will wrong you, many people will rub you the wrong way, but being able to see it from like an eye view, and bird's eye view, is able to give more grace to them. Because if you're gonna see it from your perspective and that's it, it's gonna be tough. And sometimes you can go round and round in circles trying to find a way to forgive them, but still not be able to, because seeing it in an iBad's view is just hard. It's very hard, mostly if you've been really, really hurt. For me, what that has entailed to is that there's only one person that can see the whole picture from the time you were born to the time that they are at right now, and that's Jesus. And what's very interesting to me about this whole idea of what I'm saying is that Jesus is able to see your worst. He's able to see what you're planning. He's able to see how you're hurting other people. He's been able to see murderers and all these evil things happening in the world. And not only did he understand it and have empathy for the people that did it, but he actually takes their punishment. The death sentences that these people deserve, you and I, he took it upon himself and died because of all of us. That's crazy to me. That's past forgiveness. Like, that's you being forgiven and paid for what you deserve. And I think if Jesus did that, then we can also ask him for the power to forgive the people around us and to give more grace to the people around us. I hope you don't watch crime series. Stop it. Stop it. No, I don't have a problem with them, but listen, it's getting too much. But most importantly, I hope in this video you get to give more grace to the people around you and be able to forgive the people around you. And before you judge through one story, that you can be able to be like, oh, what's the other side of the story? And remember, you're not too far away from being that person. All right, thank you guys for watching my YouTube video. I am so grateful to everyone that has subscribed, y'all. I love you. And I'm on the road to 1K, man. Let me put it out there. And I hope you watch my other videos that I have before this video, and see you in my next video. Bye.